my lovely little Christmas elves. Welcome to day 5 of Vlogmas. I don't know how many sleeps are left, guys, but not many, less than 10. 9? Today is an exciting vlog because it's all about food, and food's probably my #2 love in life after horses, but mostly about what the horses eat. You can see there's a big fat pile of pure feed there from the lovely Pure Feed company. I'm going to be wrestling that all into the feed room, showing you around my feed room a bit and telling you what all the horses eat, because I get asked so much. So I thought, yeah, Vlogmas is a good opportunity to take you guys through what they eat. You'll probably all know, if you've been here for any amount of time, that I'm a supported rider for the Pure Feed company. I've been a supported rider for about a year now, but I've been feeding it for a year, if not more, before that. So I've sort of got quite a good experience with the feed. Yeah, I've been really chuffed with it. Literally since I first tried it, however many years ago it was, I've not come back off it again because I just really loved it. A kind of ideas behind feeding horses is that it should be as natural as possible. So obviously in the wild, horses don't have access to that much sugar and like molasses and all of these added whole grains that so many of the feeds have nowadays. So it's meant to be a forage-based feed, if that sort of makes sense. So it's supposed to sort of replicate how horses, or what horses would eat in the wild. So it's more very natural products, very low sugars, no molasses, no alpha A, no added whole grains unless it's the performance mix. So just meant to be, you know, sort of what your horse needs, as opposed to this extra stuff that we so often give them that's actually really not very good for their health and for their sort of behaviour. So that's why I started feeding it in the first place. It was the low sugar that really got me, and a lot of it is, well, it's all chaff based, so it's obviously very high in fibre, which if you've watched my conference vlog the other day, you'll have seen a whole talk about how important fibre-based diets are for horses and how good they are for their digestion. The Pure Feed has the balancer included in them. You'll see my main feed is Pure Easy, which is exactly what it says on the tin. It's just a complete feed, basically. It's got a balancer in, so they have all of their daily vitamins and minerals that you know they need to keep going. It's also got probiotics in their balancer, so it's really good for digestion. Great for horses like Lara, who are a bit sort of ulcery and just not very happy in her tummy. She's been so much better since I switched her onto Pure Feed. So Bear was, as you guys know, a bit crazy, so that's why I moved her onto the feed, because I wanted a feed with no extra sugar in, which is just unnecessary and bad for their health. Lara also comes out in hives if she has too much sugar. So it really was just sort of the sensible choice for me a few years ago when I wanted to make a sort of switch. And yeah, I've stuck with it because I absolutely love the stuff. So for the giveaway, the lovely Pure Feed company have offered a diet plan for your horse. So that way you can put in how big your horse is, what the workload is, what breed it is, all this, that and the other, to find out what feed you should be feeding your horses, because so often we get it wrong and we shouldn't actually be feeding what we're feeding. We either go too low energy or more often than not too high energy for what the horse's workload is. So you'll be able to speak with a Pure Feed consultant to get a diet plan for your horse. And then they're going to give you a bag of the feed, which they recommend, and also 6 bags of their very lovely Pure Feed treats, which I've got some to show you, so you can see those. So yes, really good prize up for grabs today. So the feed, the treats, and the diet plan is all up for grabs. All you have to do is listen out for the special phrase or thing I do or thing I eat, and then comment that down below on my recent Instagram post. It will say if the giveaway is open or not, guys, so look out for that in case I've posted another one that's not about the giveaway. It is UK only, I'm afraid, because Pure can't ship a single bag of feed out of the UK. It's just not, you know, economical to do so. So yeah, this is UK only, but by all means look into Pure Feed if you're overseas, because I do know that sometimes it does go out in random directions, so it's definitely worth looking into if you think you like the sound of it for your horse. One last thing to say in this vlog is that I'm also doing what I eat in a day. I get asked by people if I have like an athlete's diet, like what I eat, this, that and the other. Honestly, no, I really don't. I'm quite lucky in the sense that I am off my feet the whole day, like from when I wake up to when I go inside to start editing vlogs. So most of my day is spent in the yard riding, doing yard duties, or like off teaching or riding other people's horses. So I'm sort of out and about all day, which means I basically just eat whatever I want. It's bad, isn't it? But I just, honestly, I don't think about it, which is, I shouldn't say. This isn't me giving advice. Can I just make that very, very clear? But I just thought it'd be funny to see what I end up eating today. It's as much a surprise to you as it is to me, guys, because I never know what I'm going to eat. Let's see how it turns out. See what I eat, see what the horses eat, and all just have a very jolly, nice time. Okay, I'm going to go and have some breakfast quickly, and then... Ooh, then we're doing a bit of in-hand work with Jaffa and Ari. So I'm going to just drop that into the vlog. And then, yeah, move all the feed, eat some food. My kind of day. Right, I'll see you in a lickety split. Okay, so breakfast, I'm 23 now, I'm very mature, so I have a bit of ready break, which I highly recommend. It's like porridge, but just smoother. It's basically baby food. Love it. Yeah, I have something different most days, but today is a ready break day with Nutella, so I'm gonna make that, put some Nutella in it, and have loads of energy for the rest of the day, guys. Got a slight issue in that the Nutella jar is looking a bit empty. You know, I tend to go for like a big teaspoon of Nutella, guys, and then maybe if I'm feeling extra bad, I'll have 2 teaspoons. So it's bad. I'm not saying anyone should have this diet, I'm just saying this is what I eat. Ready break's good for you, probably. Okay, so it's perhaps not the most like aesthetically pleasing breakfast, but what are you gonna do? Boom. Bon appetit. That looks grim. Tastes nice though. Yeah, so that's breakfast. I will see you next time I eat something. Okay, so I'm off to find tarpaulin because Jaffa and Ari are going to have a bit of an in-hand session today. Me and Becky just feel like doing something interesting. So I might put a few clips of that in here, even though it's not really related to the vlog. I thought it might be interesting. But it's about 11:30 now and I am hungry, so I'm thinking of my mid-morning snack. So when I decide what I'm going to eat, I will update you guys. Where's tarpaulin going to be? Okay, we've set up some little things for the boys to go over. There's our tarp weighed down by some nice heavy wooden poles so it won't go anywhere. Got a random rubber mat there, some poles, and then as it's a pure feed vlog, guys, we've got some pure feed bags that I've stored little rugs and stuff in. They've come out to play, and a brolly, because event ponies or horses need to be good with brollies because it's always raining when we event. So yeah, Ari's not gonna have a clue. Hopefully Jaffa will go round and over all of it though. Right, I'll go and get them. Okay, so I've got Ari, Becky's got Jaffa over there. Woohoo. Well, we've also got someone coming to change the gate, so that's, you know, added drama, which is great. But yeah, Ari's walked around all these absolutely fine. I'm gonna go over the top, shall we?
Good boy.
I know. Okay. Can we just appreciate the star of the show? Literally walked up to it, bit it to make sure it was cool, and then just walked on. Meanwhile, this little baby pony doesn't want to go on it. Good boy, Jaff.
Too cool for school.
You are so cool.
Right, let's go in for it. Let's give Ari a lead then. Show him how it's done.
Becky's having a bit of brolly fun with Jaffa. My pony's gone over poles and he's walked over the rubber mat, which I'm going to try and show you now, but it's hard to vlog whilst, you know, dealing with a 2-year-old. Oh, and the neighbour, don't, good boy. The neighbour's horses find it very interesting. This is probably not what you should do one-handed, but you know. Good boy, you've just been over it. Good boy. Good boy. Good boy. Yeah, it's too hard to video, guys. Soz. So Becky's done the entire course in about 3 minutes with Jaffa, so she's having a little break.
We're bored now.
Meanwhile, we still need to get over that tarp and see the brolly, Ari. Ari, do you want to come and see the brolly with Jaff? Come here. Go see Becky.
Hi.
No, I want to mew you. Nice brolly, that.
Poke yourself in the eye. It's nice, isn't it?
Yeah, really nice.
You know, because I've got a Springer. I wanted a Springer brolly.
Yeah, Becky, do you want me to set that brolly for you?
Brolly changeover, thanks. Oh, it was making my arm ache. Lovely, isn't it? That is a nice brolly, isn't it?
Now, when you're at badminton, if it's raining, people are going to be stood watching you like this. Woo!
Go on, Ari.
We love Ari. He's don't like that, one bit.
Don't squash me. Oh, good boy.
Good lad. Come on, come with me. Should have bought the buggy.
Oh,
Next
yeah.
time.
Yeah.
What's the Mary Poppins song? Come with me and
I only know it's Mary
that?
Poppins. Supercalifragilisticexpialidocious.
Hang on, Ari. I want to
Scaring the pony.
You like my brolly? Oh, this is the real.
He ain't gonna like that.
Good boy.
But you need to go put the brolly back in the brolly stand now, Meg.
Come on, Ari. Where's the brolly live? It's over here. Good boy. Oh. It's not raining, we don't need it, do we?
Are you going for the taff?
Yeah. Gonna
Showing off now.
bin the topper. Right, we've swapped hands because Becky's better at this than I am. Good boy, Jaff.
Right, you're not on a time limit or anything, but I've got to get a wiggle on now.
That was the alarm. Good boy, Ari. Good boy.
Good boy. Good boy.
Good boy.
Good boy. Good.
Walk on. Good boy. Well done. Well done, Ari. Look at Ginge. He just doesn't care.
He's just showing off.
He's so cool.
Like, whatever.
Come on, Ginge. Let's come.
Come on then.
Good boy.
Over your bum. Good. Boy, come on in.
Ooh.
Boy.
He's on to walk right behind you. Oh, good boy, Ari. Oh. Quick vlog on the tarp. Have a nice little stand. You are so clever. Yes, you are. Good boy. Ari's coming to see my bedroom. Oh, we better not film in there. It's a very big mess. Curtains closed, it's all right. Good boy. Abby, I'm in there. That's my room, in here. Yeah, this is like the parade ring, or the winner's ring. What's it called?
Who wants to go in the house?
They're having desensitising.
Well, they're learning to trust us and just go where they're told.
Well, no, just to go, you know, to view new things.
We just
That's
had
quite
them walking
nice.
over tarpauling in the school. Good boy.
Aris says, I want to go down there again.
There, I wash my boots before a competition. I'll be washing them for you one day.
Hopefully.
Oh, there's a hose.
Good
Oh,
boy.
now we stood round here, you can come and have a hot bath here. Good boy. This is the towel I use to dry myself. Aris says, I'm looking at the towel, Becky.
Bye, girls. Soup for lunch. Refueled after soup and a couple of slices of bread. I've now got a corner of Millionaire's shortbread that I've found, so I can have that. Didn't even have my mid-morning snack today, guys, because Becky and I were too busy. But yeah, I couldn't really vlog lunch because we had a random old lady with us. long story. I am about to move 100 bags of pure feed, and then we will actually get into the good stuff, which is what the horses eat. And you boys will probably get really excited because you'll think it's feed time. Right. See you in a bit. Okay, welcome to the feed room. It's really not that exciting. So here are all the pure bags that I've just been piling up. Got my balancer there. The horses are going to be really annoying now because they think it's feed time. So they're going to be winning the whole time. But yeah, my balancer, and I've just emptied another balancer into one of the bins. All my Pure Easy and my Pure Performance is at the bottom there because I'm not eventing at the moment, so I'm not actually feeding it very much. But yeah, this is the feed room. That's my like supplements table, where I make all the feeds, and then the bins, a few hay nets, a hay weigh there to weigh the hay. Thought I would quickly show you the back of the bag while it's on the top. So they make it nice and easy for you to work out how much to feed your horse. I like how they do it per 100 kg of body weight, because otherwise when it's just done, like if your horse is between 14.2 and 15.2, you can end up feeding so much more or so much less than you need to, because that's obviously a massive bracket. So you just need to know roughly how much your horse weighs, and then you can weigh out the amount of feed, and then that's it, you know, from there. So mine tend to have about half a scoop or a little bit more morning and night. On the back here, it literally just gives you a little breakdown of what's inside and sort of like what energy rating, what vitamins and minerals, all of that. So I'll hover over here if you guys want to pause and have a proper read through. One thing I will say about Pure is that all of their feed, has energy ratings. So you'll see Pure Easy is like smack bang in the middle. It's just for your like sort of normal working horse, really. There is Pure Working, which is the next energy rating up. But I've found, because I have so many horses varying from 1 to 29, this is such a good base feed to have. And then for the ones that have a bit more of a high workload, I can just like add in a bit of the Pure Performance. So rather than having Pure Easy, Pure Working and Pure Performance, yeah, I just find it easier to have the two and then mix and match. So you can see this is low calorie, low energy. It's good for good doers, laminetics, horses with EMS. So it's basically just a really natural good feed, guys. I honestly can't stress enough. Okay, welcome to the feed station. This is where all the action happens, guys. So in a second I'm going to get my buckets. They all go along here. But I thought I'd quickly just show you the sort of feed table. Unfortunately, at the moment, I am waiting for my Pure delivery of supplements. I've literally only got my one last Pure respiratory left. But right, excuse me, I had to open this up and could do it one-handed. Couldn't do it one-handed. So that is the Pure respiratory. It is amazing if you've got horses that have a bit of a niggly cough all the time, or if you've got a horse that's sort of got a really bad cough that is just sort of come on out of nowhere. So Lara is on that all year round. Oh, it's on my nail. Because she's one of those horses that just has a cough every time you ride her. And since starting her on this, she's been so much better. It's like so infrequent for her to cough. But I like to always have it as backup for all the horses if they ever get a cough. It's also, I found it useful when I'm eventing. I feed it to all of them that go eventing, so it's just good at sort of opening up their airways, and I think makes it sort of easier for them to breathe and then easier for them to event. So they have that. I've got more of that on the way. And then I also use the Pure Joint, which I am all out of, which is a bit sad. But yeah, they're on Pure Joint all year round when they're in work. Lara and Dee at the moment on their break are not having any. But as soon as they come back into work, there'll be that. Just to sort of, yeah, prevention over cure kind of thing. Hopefully keep their joints working really nicely all year round, and hopefully don't have any nasty problems. Other than that, we've got our Pure treats there, which I'll show you, because 6 bags of these could be going to a very lucky winner. I always empty them into like a big treat box at the end because it just makes them easier to get to and means rats can't get them. They're the stud muffins that we got from Gallop and Glory, so they've come up to the feed room. Spare salt lick. Always like my horses having salt licks. Literally always have them in their stables and in their fields. Just, you can't get enough salt into them. it's just always nice them to sort of have the option, because obviously in the wild they'd kind of find it themselves, but they don't have that option when they're in our paddock. So I like to have it in their stable so they can help themselves to what they think they need. This is coconut oil. I believe we've had that for skin problems in the past. We used to have a little cob that had skin issues, so we actually had that for her, but it stays in here in case we need it again. Apple vinegar, that's it, apple cider vinegar, which is vile. Like, literally burn your nostril hairs off smelling this, guys. We actually used it for Bear's feet when she had a bit of thrush, I think, but it's actually quite good for joints and shiny coats, but I'm not feeding that at the moment. That's kind of there as and when I need it. I've had honey again for coughing. It's meant to be a bit of a natural remedy. In here, more salt. That's sea salt. It's apparently more minerals, which is good for them, and then just more honey and bits down there. Here we have some oil, meant to be good for shiny coats. They just get a glug of that. That's literally like supermarket shop bought stuff. Those tubs there, I think, is turmeric we've had in there. Mum sometimes feeds that in the summer, but yeah, I'm not actually feeding it at the moment, so that's a bit irrelevant. This is something that I won from online dressage. I've not actually used it yet, but it's meant to be for getting them to drink. I think you empty that into a bucket of water. There we go. I'm meant to get them to drink. That's a mare supplement that I also won, which I haven't opened because my mares are actually quite civilised, touch wood. So yeah, that's my table. I'm going to set you up over there with my tripod and make the feeds and then go and feed them. But okie dokie, right, please excuse the buckets. I promise they're washed out on the inside, but we fed the youngsters in them, so they're a bit muddy on the outside. Bear, can you be quiet, please? Jaffa has the orange bucket because he's orange, so it just makes sense. Bear just always has the green bucket, literally don't know why. So, get my Pure Easy. It's literally all mixed in. You've got these little, like, pony nut kind of things, and then all the chaff. It's like different types of chaff mixed in there. And there is the balancer, which is all mixed in. Can you see that? It's really nice, really soft feed. So, the boys don't get very much because, well, Jaffa especially is very fat. So, I'm literally just giving him like a little bit of a handful. Ari gets a bit more, he's a bit more ribby, and then there's half left in there, so that can go to one of the big girls. In fact, at the moment, they're all getting a bit less than half a scoop twice a day because the Jam and Bear are obviously in work, but they're very good doers. And then Dee and Lara are on their break, so they don't actually need that much. So, this is where the balancer comes in. Because they're not having the recommended amount, I just supplement the balancer a bit because, oops, you've obviously got to feed the right amount to get the right amount of balancer recommended. But if you don't want to feed that much, you can just get the balancer and just top it up a tiny bit, which is what I do. So it's just a way, if you've got a horse, there's the balancer, if you've got horses that are just really good doers and you cannot keep the weight off them, it's just a way of mixing the balancer in, so you know they're getting all the vitamins and minerals still, but they're not actually eating all of that bulk that you need for the recommended amount. I don't tend to have the balancer as much in the summer because I can feed the right amount of the Pure Easy. It's more something I just get in the winter to supplement them having smaller feeds than usual. Bit of balancer for Lara. And it's literally as easy as that in the winter. In the summer, when the competition horses are working a bit harder, I'll have them with Pure Performance as well. So Dee has a mixture of Pure Performance and Pure Easy. Bear has pretty much all Pure Performance because I like her to have a bit more energy. So oil, God knows if this actually works, but you know, I like the sound of it. Glossy coats, glossy joints if that's a thing. So you'll just have a bit of a swig of that. Salt, it's really important to make sure your horses have enough salt. They don't actually tend to get that much of it the way we keep them traditionally, because obviously they'd sort of find a lot of their own minerals and everything in the wild, but my paddocks certainly don't have that many minerals, so supplement a bit of salt, and they always have access to a salt lick. If I was feeding honey at the time, I'd put some of that in now, but Lara needs it. Lara will have her pure respiratory. Oops. So just a scoop of that morning and night. Easy peasy. Something else we do during the winter especially is we feed a little bit of speedy beet with our feeds. It's just to encourage them to have more liquids really. I think I've spoke about this before with you guys. We always have a bag of it in the summer. If we're staying at an away show, it's a really good way of getting liquids in. So yeah, we just like to feed a bit of this in the winter. Not very much, just a quarter of a scoop for everyone. Make sure they're staying hydrated because horses tend to stop drinking in the winter and it makes it far more likely for them to get colic, which is not ideal. We then also always put water in with the feeds. Again, to increase liquids, but also to try and reduce the chances of choke. So if you just have the feed dry, it's sort of quite easy for them to inhale it when they're gobbling it up. And yeah, can give them choke. So always wet our feeds down. I think most people do. So give it a good stir. I'll take them out to the tap in a minute, and that's sort of as easy as it is. That's one of the really nice things about Pure is you're not darting around the feed room putting in loads of random stuff. It's like literally at the moment a scoop of Pure Easy, which I love because when you've got 10 horses that are all screaming and kicking the door to be fed, you do not want to be running around the feed room finding loads of stuff. So I've got to remember this one at the end is Lara's. Right, I'm going to go and wet these down, feed them, and then I'll show you the Pure treat. Okay, time to wet these bad boys. That's Ari's. Actually put quite a lot of water in, I think. Some people don't put this much, but Mum and I like a sloppy feed. Here you go. So nice. Certainly don't have any complaints. Good cow. Right, I thought I would open up the treats for you guys to see. So one lucky winner is going to be getting 6 bags of these bad boys. Yummy, yummy. Literally love these. You'll see in some vlogs with like the youngsters and that I use treats even when I'm breaking them in, just to sort of, horses are just ruled by their stomachs really, aren't they? So I find a treat can actually work really quite nicely when you're working with them. But we also use them literally every day to catch them from the field and stuff. I need to cut that properly. Yeah, the horses are in love with them. I never have any problems catching them. So they're not shy on the portion. There's a big old bag full. Oh God, nothing beats the smell of a new treat bag. Oh, look at them. So just like nuggets, we call them. Nugget type things. Smell amazing, bit minty. Sorry about that, I had to go and rescue Mum because she had Dee and Lara pulling her into the barn to get to their Pure feed, so I had to go and help her out. They're really good, they're just low sugar like all the rest, so you don't actually feel guilty feeding them. They're just herbs and grass, non-heating, low calorie, high fibre, all the delicious things that horses love. Yeah, so I just like the fact that they're not like bad for them. You can see them there, they are just lovely. Can't stop smelling them. But I'm going to quickly go and do hay, and then I'm going to go and have a treat of my own. So if you want to win the feed, the diet plan, and the 6 bags of Pure treats, guys, all you need to do is go and comment what treat I go and eat. And you'll find out in a minute when I vlog it. Okay, so last things last for the feeding side of things is obviously their hay and haylage. The horses are at the moment coming in about 3 o'clock because the nights are really drawing in. But we actually do late night checks to give them their hay nets. So we'll normally come in between 7 and 10, basically, anywhere between then, to tie up a hay net for them. I'm not a massive fan of hay nets because obviously it's not great for their neck, that sort of motion. But I do feed them in the winter just to slow down their eating, to try and sort of reduce chances of colic and ulcers. But yeah, Bear has a little trickle net you'll see there. That's a mixture of hay and haylage. Lara and Dee have these slightly bigger nets. Jam has that one there, which is mostly hay because, yeah, haylage is kind of like rocket fuel for Jam, and she's so whizzy at the best of times. So she mostly has hay with just a tiny bit of haylage. That's our lovely hay there. It's looking quite nice, really nice meadow hay. And then, yeah, so in the winter, the reason I feed haylage, just because it has a higher water content firstly, so it's, again, trying to just get sort of liquids into them as much as possible just to reduce that winter colic risk. That's my hat there, my lovely hat silk. And also you can just sort of feed a bit more of it because it's heavier, because of the higher water content. You can afford to feed a little bit more, again, sort of reducing chances of ulcers and things like that, because you want to just prolong their eating hours for as long as possible. And I just, yeah, it's just sort of nice for them when there's no grass to have something a bit, yeah, I don't know, I feel like it's a bit closer to grass than hay. Is that weird? I just like it. Just smells amazing. But that's sort of why I, yeah, feed haylage. Got carrots and apples there. We only really have those in the winter because you can store them when it's cold. They don't rot. But yeah, that is about it in terms of what my lovely ponies eat. Did you enjoy your feed? You were just having a bit of your salt lick, weren't you? How was it? How would you rate it? You have no complaints, do you? I'm gonna nip inside now, have my treat, and then come out. I've got to ride quickly, even though it's getting dark. Put the lights on. And then I'll probably end up seeing you tomorrow, but I'll see you in a jiff. Do you know what, guys? There's been a change of plan because the day is seriously coming to a close, so I need to get on and ride ASAP. So it's gonna have to be an evening treat for me. Whoops. But obviously I'll still vlog it, but yeah, I mean, for you guys, it's not actually that long to wait, but for me, it feels like a long time to wait before I get to have my treat, because I've got to clear the school of all of our stuff that we used this morning and then ride 2 horses. But yeah, it still goes. You need to comment on my Instagram post what my lovely treat is that I end up eating eventually. I hope I haven't missed stuff out, but if I have, just like feel free to comment below in this vlog and ask any questions, and I'll try my best to go through the comments, or other people will probably help you out if they've fed pure as well. But honestly, I really recommend it. I've found it so useful for my horses, and the supplements are really good, and it's just so easy, which I love. Like I said, having so many horses, it's just so nice to have like pure easy. I know I can literally feed it to everything, and it's got everything they need in there. It's not going to do them any harm because it's not got sugar, so I don't have to worry about my old retired half laminetic pony having it. So yeah, it's just a really lovely feed to have, and a lovely brand to work with, so I'm very grateful to have them on side. I'll see you tomorrow, hopefully. God, guys, his editing's getting on top of me now. It's almost halfway, but can you see? I'm literally editing until 1, 2 in the morning, and then obviously waking up at like 7:30 or whatever for the horses. So it's draining, but please just keep the nice comments, keep the love coming, because it's keeping me going. So as much love as I can get would be great. But yes, I'm gonna get on with clearing the school, riding Jam and Bear, and then I will see you inside for my treat and for my dinner. See you shortly. My long-awaited treat, which I feel like I've been speaking about for this whole vlog. It is a very festive mince pie, guys. You can see there, a deep-filled mince pie. Delicious. So I'm going to pop this bad boy in the Argo to warm up for a bit. And that is going to be my, I would say afternoon treat, but oh God, it's actually my evening treat because I've been too busy today to eat anything else. And there's dinner. We're having spaghetti bolognese. And then I will probably go crazy after dinner and eat a load of chocolate, knowing me. But who knows if I'll vlog that or not. But that's, yeah, what I eat in a day. I've actually eaten a lot less than I normally would. Normally I'm an absolute pig, but today's been frantic, so I've not had time to eat. Yeah, so a mince pie is my treat. So just doing night checks. They've had their late night hay net. Gonna quickly skip out. I've had my spag bowl and I'm feeling something sweet now. I don't know what we've got, so I can't tell you what it's gonna be, but I'm feeling some form of dessert or something because I'm hungry still after having a mountain of pasta. But yeah, hope you've enjoyed this vlog. I've tried to show exactly what the horses eat. Obviously they go out every day, so add some grass into the mix. But other than that, thank you for watching. I hope it's been interesting and I hope it's answered some of your questions that I often get asked about what I feed and why I feed it. So yeah, fingers crossed it was what everyone hoped for. But anyway, I'm going to stop jabbering because I need to go and edit this vlog now, which is fun. And then I will see you tomorrow. So, yeah. Thanks for watching, guys. Make sure you like and subscribe. And remember what you need to comment on my Instagram post to win the bag of feed, the 6 bag of treats, and the diet plan for your horse. Thanks for watching. Bye.